It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And it's coming up next.
Duval County, here in Florida. On the banks of the St. Johns River, we look inside Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Or should I say Dean Olson, because tight end U doesn't happen without you. And we've got a great matchup here. We've got two of the best at your position in the current game right now.
And Mike, when I came into the league, almost 20 years ago, there was a handful of really elite tight ends. But doesn't it just seem, especially over these last couple years, every single team, at least the ones that make their mark and find themselves in the playoffs competing for Super Bowls, have a legitimate number one threat at the tight end position. It almost feels like if you don't have a tight end, your offense is missing a key piece. I know I'm biased, but at tight end U, man, we make no mistake about it. We think we are the most important position in football, and you're not going to convince me otherwise.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Browns led out by their quarterback, Deshaun Watson, the starter early in Houston. Now his third season with the Browns, 8th season in the league, as Watson tries to get this Browns team going in this one.
There was a time, and it wasn't very long ago, Mike, that this guy was trending towards becoming one of the best quarterbacks in the entire NFL. He has to find a way to get back to stacking strong performances, one after another, and keep his team in the hunt. It'll be interesting to see how this one plays out, but if he plays well, his team is always going to have a strong chance of winning.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
To say football is a game of inches may be an understatement after that last play. If he gets there just a little bit quicker, he can get two hands on it and reel it in. And instead of just forcing the incomplete, he could have had himself a pick.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Watson. He's got it in the hands of Elijah Moore. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, Watson. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. That's a pickup of 17. It's a Browns 1st down.
It's a really important conversion right there, Mike, because you just don't want to go 3 and out on the road, especially on your opening possession of the game. You want to let your offense get some rhythm, establish and unfold some of the game plan you've set up coming in. We're going to have a fresh set of downs here and now say, okay, can we turn this good start of a drive and finish the drive with some points?
A quick slant into the hands of Cooper. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On play action, it's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They're going to continue to be aggressive, especially through the air. And if they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game. I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. All he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Watson. A throw caught by Judy on the outside. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And it's exactly the Jerry Jeudy they thought they were getting when they went out and traded for him. from Denver this offseason, wasn't it, Mike? I mean, just can he be that reliable weapon in this passing game to just give a little juice to this Browns offense? And so far, the Alabama product, he has done just that as he picks up a fresh set of downs.
On the ground, this is Ford. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short. Watson to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
3rd and 2, and it's Watson. Open man, right side. He's got it.
Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on 3rd down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw is Watson. That's into the hands of Judy on the right side.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
On the handoff, Ford. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Here's Watson. It is brought in the end zone. Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cleveland. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Dustin Hopkins now to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Browns will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Jacksonville comes out with a former #1 overall pick. Trevor Lawrence, their quarterback. 6'6", tall and talented. Greg, hard to believe already this season 4 for Lawrence after his days at Clemson.
The Clemson product, he entered the league a couple years ago, Mike, as one of the best quarterback prospects we've seen really in the last decade. And it's easy to see why. When you put on the tape, right, his physical skills, his arm strength, they jump out at you. But now, if he's ever going to reach that full potential, he has to start placing an emphasis on protecting the ball.
His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Watson. That's caught by 4. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff to 4. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. It looks like we've got an injured Brown on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. The joke to the tight end is the one in motion. They'll run for it. It's 4. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
And a great job here by the defense, being strong up inside, forcing the ball carrier to have to bounce this out towards the sideline, and he can't get the corner, and they come up with a huge 4th down stop.
But Jaguars offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Play action now. It's Lawrence. He's going to keep it himself.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Now, 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, Travis Etienne. And he'll get this very close to a 1st down. A nice run there. It'll just end up a little bit short.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
They'll try and run for the 1st with Etienne.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. A pass complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram. Call it a gain of 13. That's good for a Jaguar. 1st down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Lawrence going to keep this himself. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
I think this is something we're going to continue to see today, Mike, as this game goes along. They're going to make the defense make a decision. Do you want to account for the running back, or do you want to account for the quarterback? In this case, they choose the running back, and the quarterback makes them pay by picking up the first down.
Davis heading in motion. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Lawrence now to throw on first down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk. It's second down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And he'll be taken down.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal. Kirk is the motion man. They run on the jet sweep. Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. That's on the former 5th overall pick, Brandon Scherf. Now it is first and goal. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And he won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to lose a yard as he steps out of bounds.
What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways, and they forced him to go so far sideways, he went out of bounds.
There's a short one taken by Ingram. And he's in. Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Jaguars.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jaguars will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Pierre Strong on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Browns offense ready for this next possession. They'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. The gun, it's Winston. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Amari Cooper was the man he was looking for. And it'll be second down. Up the middle. Here's Ford. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Third down and 9. From the gun, Winston. The pressure gets there, and he goes down. A sack that should be the final play of this first quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. So on fourth down, here's Corey Bojorquez to kick it away. Back deep for Jacksonville, that's Devin Duvernay. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Now here's Lawrence. That's caught. Oh, after the catch, he's hit, and the ball is out. And the defense has it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Winston. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
From the shotgun, give to Ford. He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. Watson going to get this one out to Cooper. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. quickly in the hands of Cooper. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll give it, and it's 4. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
They'll run here. It's 4. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Jerome Ford. Touchdown, Browns. Hopkins now to tack on the extra point. He's got it. And the Browns will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Duvernay on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Lawrence now. He locates the open man. That's Christian Kirk. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. To throw is Lawrence. Now he'll run. They'll pick up 23 on that one. 1st down, Jacksonville.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
That's complete to Etienne. And this one's going to be a loss of yardage. He's marked out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Second and 11. Davis going in motion. 2nd down, Lawrence. This one caught at the floor. And the Jags are looking at a 1st and goal. He's taken down at the 2-yard line. They'll run it here with Etienne. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Jacksonville. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Little on now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Jaguars will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. On the return, this is strong. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Browns offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. From the shotgun, here's Watson. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. This gives to Ford, heading right. He makes one man miss, but stopped quickly as they hold him to a gain of 1. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Watson. A throw caught by Judy on the outside.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Watson. Throw is caught by Cooper on the right side. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
There was tight coverage all across the field. I think the quarterback thought he had the arm strength to fit this one into a pretty small window, but the defense wasn't having it. They were all over it, and I think the quarterback actually got away with one there.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run with 4. And he will get into the end zone. Jerome Ford. Touchdown, Cleveland. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Now Hopkins on to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Browns have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Duvernay on the return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Jaguars offense and Travis Etienne set to get back to work. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. And they'll begin 1st and 10. Kirk is the motion man. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Etienne. Not a whole lot there as he'll work it down to the 46. That's Greg Newsome in to make the stop. Second and 7. Here's the first carry for Tank Bigsby. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Back with more from Jacksonville after this timeout. Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Gabe Davis, the intended receiver, and that'll set up 4th down.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
And a pretty good punt there. A fair catch taken right around the 11-yard line. The Browns offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with 1st down from their own 11. it's Watson. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. And he's going to get this up to the 22-yard line.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Cleveland.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion. I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To the air again. Watson. Toward the middle. That's caught by Moore. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. First and 10. Watson to throw again. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Throwing again is Watson. Here's a screen set up for 4. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Again, it's Watson. That's complete to Moore on the right side. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
That is caught to the goal line and in. Elijah Moore. Touchdown, Browns.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Hopkins now to tack on the extra point. He's got it. And the Browns have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Three seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. To throw is Lawrence. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with first and 10. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Once again, it's Etienne. And he lowers the shoulder. A gain of about 3. Third and 5. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He's got his man. It's complete to Thomas. It's a gain of 12 there. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
On the handoff, it's Etienne. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. In motion comes Thomas. Lawrence now on second down. Throw left side, taken in by Thomas. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's a third down and 4. Lawrence now. He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it'll lead to a second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Nice job there by the defender. He's able to break up the pass, but I think if he's able to get there just a little bit sooner, now you can get two hands on the ball and give yourself a chance to come down with an even bigger play and come away with the pick.
A couple of third down conversions already on this drive. This one tougher. This is 3rd and 10. Open man, right side. He's got it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
A run on 1st and goal. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Davis heading in motion. Again, they give it to ETN. This defense back up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3.
Although I would have liked to have seen them throw the ball on one of the 2 prior downs, now after getting stopped twice, Mike, they haven't gained an inch on the ground. I think on 3rd down, you have no choice but to put the ball in the hands of your quarterback and see if he can make a play through the air.
So can the defense come up with the early stop here on 3rd and goal? Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Martin Emerson.
Oh, and in that spot, Mike, that's just painful to see. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to 4th down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with 0.
The Browns offense and quarterback Deshaun Watson getting set for their next drive. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. He'll open this drive on the ground with 4. Trying to shove his way forward, but brought down after a gain of a yard. Play action. Watson. Back into the hands of Judy on the right side. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly 1 play to get our answer. They continue to get chunk plays like this. This thing could get out of reach fast.
To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Set to go now on 1st and 10. handoff to Ford. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Here's Watson now on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Let's give credit to that pass rush for making their presence felt. And although it didn't result in a sack, it's the disruption of the timing that's just enough to force that incompletion.
Shotgun snap to Watson. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
On the handoff, Ford. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Trayvon Walker, the former first overall pick, in there for the sack.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Out of the gun, Watson. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be brought down.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. Here's a run. And he will score again. Jerome Ford. Touchdown, Cleveland. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. And make it a hat trick. That is his third rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value, and so far, this guy's been incredible.
Now, Hopkins on to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Browns will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Duvernay on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. There's Trevor Lawrence as he and the Jaguars get set for their next drive. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally, the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Lawrence going to keep this himself. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. That's on the tackle, Anton Harrison. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started. They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
3rd and long. Here's Lawrence to throw. That one on target to Davis. He's got it. They will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
Lawrence gives this one to ETN. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They face 2nd down and 7. Back to throw. Lawrence. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Throwing is Lawrence. Now a screen set up for ETN. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
It came up a little bit short there on 3rd down, but I think the reality is, Mike, they've been in 4-down territory for a while now. You find yourself down multiple scores. You cannot afford to waste any of these possessions.
They'll run for it with ETN. And he's going to have the Jaguars first down. Oh, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop.
That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. In motion comes Thomas. 2nd down, Lawrence. Got a man. It's Thomas. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Lawrence. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. He'll get out of bounds. A gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a first down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that. Really nice job there defensively, playing the integrity of that zone defense so well. Anytime an offense is running these crossing routes or these underneath drag routes, they're trying to cause confusion with the underneath zone defenders. In this case, they all stuck to the reads. They all played their responsibilities. Secure the tackle after the catch, and they're not able to pick up any additional yards after the catch.
The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. Now second down throw for Lawrence. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground in line, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as we go through the highlights, no shortage of touchdowns today. 3 trips to the end zone in this one. The combination, the power, the speed, everything on display, and the defense has seen it all. Here's 1st and 10. They bring Judy in motion. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Slot receiver headed right. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he's going to pick up a first down. Nice run to the 18-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
They'll go back to forward on 1st down. Up the sideline at the 35. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. A pickup there of 25 yards. It's a Browns first down.
And this is how you just keep wearing down a defense. You find yourself with a pretty big lead. Now can they just lean on this run game the rest of the way and close this game out with a win?
Again, it's 4. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at the line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
To throw on second down is Watson. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. A play fake. Now Watson to throw. And that is incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Jags offense back onto the field for their next possession. Let's go back and scroll through some of their drives. One theme, Greg, going to keep emerging throughout. Too many turnovers.
Yeah, I think it's been a combination of just carelessness, right? Some sloppy play offensively that has caused some of them. But also, let's give some credit to the defense. I think in a lot of the cases, they're also forcing these takeaways, punching the ball out, going up for interceptions. They've been in the right place at the right time. So, combination of really good defense at times, and at times, really bad offense.
On first down, Lawrence. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He will find Thomas. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Nice play here by Thomas, and I think the biggest thing that he does, Mike, is his ability to get vertical, track the ball, and then go up and compete at the highest point. And I can tell you, when quarterbacks can throw that ball anywhere on the field and just feel like their guy is going to come down with it, they don't have to be necessarily as accurate. They don't have to necessarily always be perfect. The wide receiver allows a much larger margin for error, and it's a big reason why he led college football last year in touchdowns. So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. That caught by Davis. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8. Lawrence now. Open man is Davis. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. This one is caught, and it's the tight end screen. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. Here's Lawrence. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Gabe Davis. Touchdown, Jaguars. Here's Cam Little for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Jaguars back within a couple of scores. It's 35-21. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. A give to Ford on the zone read. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8. Now Watson keeping this on his own read. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. He's got the hook up there to Cooper. A gain of 16 on that pass play. 1st down, Cleveland.
A little surprising here, Mike. They continue to throw the ball with this type of lead here in the 4th quarter, but with the day they've had and the upper hand they've had against this pass defense, I don't know if I could really blame them. I mean, with the amount of man coverage that they're seeing, right now, the quarterback's just saying, what's my best matchup? Who do I love to gain separation? And just throw him the ball. And for the most part of the game, it's continued to work.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run once more with 4. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.